Hello and welcome to Direct Mail Monday, April 17th, 2023. Steve Sipress here, and I received this postcard recently inviting me to a free 1-hour informative seminar all about living trusts, including the headline with the discount of $300 off, because it says here they're regularly $8.99, and yet because of this seminar, or at the seminar, or for this 1 week of the sales event, or whatever, it's only $5.99. Now, here's the thing. And I went to law school. I have a law degree. Now, disclaimer, I went to law school 40 years ago. But I don't know a lot about living trusts. And as I read what I was going to learn in this seminar, I don't really understand it. So it tells me that this is not looking for people that don't understand the basics of living trusts. This is targeting people who, I'd even say, who already have a living trust, who have certainly thought a lot about getting one. And I'll tell you why I say that. Because here are some of the things on the front of the postcard, what living trusts do. So they protect beneficiaries. Sounds good. They protect children from a previous marriage. I don't understand what that means. Protect children from a previous marriage. So if I have children from a previous marriage and I get a living trust, they'll be protected. Okay, don't understand that. They provide income to handicapped loved ones. Makes sense. I don't know how many people have handicapped loved ones. A small percentage of people, but okay. And they manage assets in event of incapacity. Well, that makes sense. Older people that are looking at getting incapacitated would want to have a living trust. In fact, that's about all I know about living trust. They take effect and they help in the case of, like, my mom, who passed away about 8 years ago now, 8 years and a month, and 8 years and 2 weeks or so, and I suggested to her, because a friend and attorney told me, that she should get a living trust when she was diagnosed with brain cancer and given 90 days to live, and she lived only about 90 days, that a living trust would have avoided probate and got things, her will would have been done quickly and easily and simply and all that. And that's about all I understood of it, that it would have been a good thing to do, but she was like, oh, I've heard of that, but I'm not going to do it, something like that. So it makes sense that a trust attorney would hold a seminar to inform people like my mom why she should consider getting a living trust. Now, here's where it gets too sophisticated for me, not just the protect children from a previous marriage. I'm not sure how or really what that means, but here's where it gets way over my head. Living trust portfolio includes. So for $5.99, you would get a plan attorney consultation. Now, I'm assuming that really just means attorney consultation. You get to talk to a lawyer, okay? I don't know what plan attorney consultation means. Durable power of attorney. Don't know what that means, but I guess it's a good thing. I guess it's something you want. Again, I don't know what it means, but somebody who would have looked into living trusts or have one would understand the difference between a durable power of attorney and whatever the alternative is, a non-durable power of attorney that I guess wouldn't be as good. I don't know. I'm just guessing because, again, I don't understand. Health care directive. I think that means that you get to say, take me off of life support, do not resuscitate, that kind of stuff, healthcare directive, but it's not explained there. Living and pour over wills. I don't have any idea what that is, pour over wills. I don't know what that means. One free deed transfer. Don't know what that means either, but I'm guessing it means if you own a home somehow, or the trust itself, you get a deed. The trust comes with a deed, and you would want that deed transferred, or maybe you would want your home transferred. Yeah, maybe you would want your home transferred to one of your kids or one of your loved ones or your spouse. I don't know. And a free in-home notarization. I'm guessing you need this whole thing notarized. Okay, so we have 6 benefits, 6 things that are included in the portfolio, and I don't really understand them. But again, I am the unsophisticated living trust prospect. And this is obviously targeted, this seminar, at the sophisticated living trust prospect. And that's what today's message is all about, is you want to hold 2 different seminars. One where you're talking to people that already have a living trust or have investigated and really delved in deeply to what it's all about, and now they just want to come and be in the seminar and have a talk with an attorney, and perhaps the $5.99 is a great discount, so that's all good stuff for those people. And then you would want to have a separate seminar targeting people like me that would not say this confusing stuff. They would say things like benefit is more control over your estate, and have things have your estate distributed the way you want, and have your health care done the way you want, things like that. It would be much more general language, much more everyday language than this jargon. You want to, normally, of course, you want to avoid jargon when you're talking to an unsophisticated prospect. You want to include jargon when you're talking to a sophisticated prospect. So that's it for Direct Mail Monday, April 17th. This kind of jargon here with a bunch of things I have a law degree and even I don't understand. It's targeted way over my head. This is for the sophisticated living trust prospect. And hopefully that's what they're doing. Hopefully they are not sending this out to try and get people that have never thought about a living trust and don't know anything about it, because they're not attracting them as well as they could. You want to your message wants to attract one specific type of person to your seminar, and ideally you don't want to hold a seminar where you have 20 people there, 10 are real sophisticated, and 10 are rolling their eyes and looking at their watch and saying, when is this going to be over, when the sophisticated people ask complex, sophisticated questions, and vice versa. The sophisticated purchasers, prospects that are there, will roll their eyes when the newbies, the unsophisticated people, ask, well, what is a living trust? Oh, what's a living trust? Well, I don't have time for that. I came to this seminar because I have a living trust and I just want to redo my documents, or I want a better one, or I want to make sure they're up to date. Makes sense? So ideally, and it's the same, I know you could be watching and saying, but Steve, I'm not an attorney, this doesn't apply to me, but it's the same in any type of business. A sophisticated buyer versus an unsophisticated buyer, car buyer, clothing buyer, somebody making investments, somebody talking to a doctor, anything at all. You want to make sure you're speaking at the level that prospect is. You want to include the jargon and include these very specific things when you're talking to the sophisticated prospect. You want to be very general and avoid all jargon when you're talking to the newbie, the unsophisticated prospect. Make sense? Hopefully it does. If you want help with this or anything else with your advertising and marketing, go to mymilliondollarad.com, mymilliondollarad.com. That's where you can watch a video that'll help you with your advertising. And if you want, you can request a one-on-one consultation with me at no charge. It'll be a very brief consultation, but I will help you and point you out in the right direction, as I will do every Direct Mail Monday. So hopefully you stick here, or you want the shortcut, you go to mymilliondollarad.com. That'll do it for today. I'll be back tomorrow on Topical Tuesday. Until then, over and out. Bye-bye.